I really wanted to start this video off by saying the following. Yes, I know some people are going to say, or probably going to comment saying, oh, well, this works, or well, that works. That is totally fine. This is just an opinionated video on why I feel specifically this doesn't really work anymore compared to how it used to be when it came to, I guess, Let's Play, or hence some gaming videos on YouTube. Preferably Let's Plays, though. A lot of this video is going to be about Let's Plays and gaming on YouTube in general. It's something that I've kind of like thought of and I thought would be an interesting video to put up. I know a lot of my stuff, you can look back, you can critique it, whatever. I do not care. Yes, I used to do gaming videos as well, too. And obviously, I'm gonna just keep it real with you. It has completely changed over the past couple years, which is fine. That's understandable. I mean, with YouTube and how crazy it has been lately, that is fine as well too. But I pretty much wanted to do this video because this is just from my own observation and what I've seen and how the way that I see it. You can see it as an opinion, whatever it may be. It does not matter. Some people agree, some people will disagree. But I definitely wanted to talk about a lot of points of why I feel that Let's Plays are just not, they're not really passable anymore as a form of content on YouTube anymore. Luckily, what I do have is I have a nice little sort of list that I put up on my phone because I wasn't able to find a pen anywhere in my room at all to actually write them down in, you know, a journal or notepad or something like that. Also, why am I wearing headphones? Okay, I'm not hearing anything. The first one that I put up is algorithms. So yes, I know when it comes to YouTube's algorithms, preferably gaming videos specifically, unless you're like child friendly or anything like that, are more higher up on, you know, what gets seen and whatnot, compared to other Let's Plays where there's just a lot of them. And the algorithms, they've been here for like a long while. Tons of people, including me, have made jokes and memes about them. People have been kind of getting in worse ways screwed over by algorithms in some cases, and it's a common thing on YouTube. It's very, very, very annoying, I know, but for the most part, that is probably one of the many reasons, is because, you know, just with certain sort of tagging and thumbnails and whatnot is very prominent of what a lot of content creators have kind of gone through over the past 2 years, or 2 or 3 years that this has started happening, and progressively has gotten worse and worse through, you know, through the ad boycott and all this other stuff going on. Another one that I actually put up, and these are just kind of like the basic ones that are just already there that are mentioned before I get into the more interesting ones that I would think about, is oversaturation. Obviously, yes, oversaturation is a huge thing. Ever since the golden era is what a lot of people, specifically both content creators and viewers alike, would call the golden era of, I would guess to say, gaming content, would probably be around like 2010 to like, I would say like 2015 or 2016. That's when things started getting a little bit rocky for a lot of content creators. In other words, for many different reasons, which I'm not even going to go to because that in itself is a completely different topic and just takes way too long. If you want, just check up YouTube on that. There's tons of history on that stuff, all that good stuff. You know, a lot of the Let's Plays with indie games, a lot of the popular games that are still even now very popular with a lot of YouTubers that you probably watch or, you know, look into. Ever since then, a lot more people every single day to every single year have been getting into YouTube, specifically doing gaming videos, if anything. For the same reason as, you know, a lot of the bigger YouTubers, specifically like, you know, Jacksepticeye or Markiplier, or specifically any YouTuber that most likely you have watched, depending on the content, has gotten into. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it is very, very obvious that it is kind of difficult in a very competitive, I guess to say, space or atmosphere or markets, whatever you want to call it. It's very competitive and it's kind of difficult to differentiate yourself from a lot of other people on YouTube unless you're bringing something new to the table that hasn't been done already like 100 times over. The only thing that like kind of differentiates it at all, if anything, is probably personality, to be honest with you. But that's probably one of the biggest issues, specifically being that not everyone is going to go through and watch everyone's version of that. Some people do, some people don't. That's not like a popular thing as of recently with today's, I guess, content standards. I don't even know. Like, I don't really pay attention too much to YouTube because it's like mostly trends at this point, but that's just another good assumption. I'm gonna just leave it at that and move on to the next one that I have. I love when my phone doesn't unlock with Touch ID because it thinks I'm an alien or another person. Here's another interesting one that I thought was perfect for this list, but gaming critique or review channel. Gaming critique channels and review channels has kind of seen a huge amount of surge. Now, a lot of people that don't know what that is like Legacy Killer HD, Downward Trust, or I think it's like Clean Prince Gaming or something like that. Young Ye. A lot of those guys are pretty much like gaming reviewed or gaming critique channels where a lot of them are talking about games and stuff that's happened in the industry. This is very, very, very popular at the moment because there's a lot of them that are coming out of nowhere. And if anything, I've kind of noticed that a lot of these channels have gained a lot of steam and views and whatnot is because of rather the titles, the topics, and a lot of the stuff that they're talking about, which is relevant to what's going on within the gaming industry. And if anything, as a sort of, I guess to say, news in some cases, because like not everyone's gonna be super into just getting up to date with a lot of news, but usually when something happens in the game industry, a lot of these channels are on it, talking about it, if not critiquing or reviewing certain things or just saying things, which has been mostly what I've seen on YouTube at the moment. Another thing as well too is clickbait. Yes, we know we live in 2018, current year, yes. Clickbait is a very prominent thing. Everyone has done it before. Everyone has tried it. I've even tried it. There's probably some videos that you would consider to be quote unquote clickbait, even though that's very selective, but that's fine. Clickbait is definitely one of those things that when it comes to a lot of different sort of gaming videos, there is gaming videos out there that probably, I guess to say, kind of go to a different bit of a crowd. A good example for this is most likely, I like to call them niche gaming channels. In other words, like, you know, Escape from Tarkov or Stalker or Overwatch or stuff like that, where people are just playing games and most likely they have a set clique of people. It's probably just them hanging out with their friends, playing games, stuff like that. That's not considered a let's play. It's just like normal, I guess to say, group gaming content, but I like to call it niche gaming content, if anything. Clickbait to me, I feel, is another reason why, because I mean, it's just clickbait. Come on now. If something comes out and pops out at you and YouTube recommends it to you, you're probably going to most likely 9 out of 10 times click on it just to see what it is. And then most likely either keep watching it or click off to it to view another video. It's just, it happens. Again, like I say, this is all just like an opinion piece, how I feel, how I see it. If you do not agree with that, that's totally fine. You could agree to disagree, whatever it is, it does not matter. It's just what I see and what I feel is probably many reasons why a lot of this stuff is the reason why Let's Plays probably don't work anymore. Good reason is Fortnite. Do I really have to explain this one? I mean, another one is trolling videos. Now, I know this is kind of like, in some cases, some people are like, well, maybe that might be a Let's Play. I guess I just consider it as trolling videos because those are still a thing. They have been a thing since like Halo, the Halo 2 days, Halo 3 days. It's just there's many different types of content now compared to how it used to be, where it was only one specific type that was very popular, I guess to say, in the golden age of YouTube, which was, you know, just Let's Play videos. Let's Play videos were very, very, very huge. I guess that's just another one that I ended up adding on the list that I thought was possibly a reason. Game reveals. Now, game reveals are obviously self-explanatory. Whenever there's a new game out, there's a new trailer or something like that. It's possibly going to be where there's tons of people who are really excited for that one game that's going to come out, and they're going to view it on YouTube or anything like that. That's very easy, obviously. You know, that sort of stuff. This kind of goes into the game critique one, and I'm gonna keep this one very short, but it's the same thing as like game industry drama. It's very, very popular right now. If there's something that's super crazy that is drama related in the gaming industry or just video games in general, or something crazy happens, expect that to be a video as well too. That is possibly another reason why. I'm gonna add 3 more as well too. I know someone's bound to mention this as well too, but I'm gonna do like the rapid fire rounds. Live streams on YouTube are actually fairly good. If you just take a live stream and you put it up on your YouTube, most likely it will get a lot of views, if not while it's live. It's just a new thing that is fairly interesting, and probably, if anything, live streaming is like the I'm putting this in quotation marks because I'm not sure how to describe this, but like the new wave of Let's Play videos and stuff like that. I guess that's just how it is. Live streaming in that sense, to me, in my opinion, I feel live streaming is just like the new wave of consuming gaming content in general compared to videos. There is videos, yes, and there is live streaming, but I feel it's probably the next step forward, if anything, that most likely YouTube might take when it comes to gaming content, to be exact. That's just my opinion, though. Another thing is established YouTubers. I don't really have to describe this one that much. Usually a lot more people would probably view a lot of other people who are more established than they would that someone who has less amount of numbers, because either clout, numbers, or they just feel that their larger YouTubers are better or something like that. I'm not saying for everyone, but I'm just saying that many reasons are out there, and I can't describe all of them. And last but not least, I wanted to put was unoriginality. Yes, it is extremely difficult nowadays to be very original when it comes to Let's Play videos, because reason being is that the Let's Play formula is you're pretty much sitting in front of a camera, you cut out the box, you put it up in the corner, you're playing the game, you might make some jokes here and there, and you might heavily edit out. What I felt at the time that I thought was kind of a little bit original was that I used to do little itty bitty skits that had to deal with the game or just something random that I thought was really funny that I wanted to do for the day to put into the Let's Play and then put it out there. And I'm pretty sure that's not really original, but probably somebody else has done that before as well too. Have a conversation with me. Leave a comment in the comment section down below and tell me what you think about this. How do you feel that things have changed with YouTube in terms of just gaming content, and how the way that if Let's Plays do work or don't work or any of that sort of stuff? And yeah, thank you guys so much. Just wanted to put this out there, and I thought this was really cool to talk about. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Stay awesome, stay creative, play. Until then, I shall see you guys next time. Sidkriken, peace out.